Welcome to this video, Saving Files Correctly. In this video, we are going to create an ever so simple web page just so that you can get used to this whole process of creating a web page and saving it correctly. So let's double click on Composer. Now when Composer opens, this tip window opens automatically. So you can go through it and read the tips. And after you read the tips, in a previous video, I will show you how to get rid of this tips window to keep it from popping up when you open Composer and how to bring it back. So let's get started. Let's type in something here, type in some text. Now, I had already bought a domain name, so I'm going to type in welcome to how to create a free webpage.com. My actual website is, I should put www.howtocreateafreewebpage.com. And if you don't have a domain name yet, you can just type in hello, my name is, and then whatever your name is. And then after you have something typed in here, come up to Format, scroll down to Page, Title, and Properties. And as you see, our cursor is blinking in the title field. So just for the sake of time right now, type in test. And if you're following along, you do the same thing. And then after you have test typed in, watch up here on the entitle bar when you click OK. There you go. Our page is now called test. And we have some text typed in here. We named our page test. So now let's save this page. Now this is where the project folder that we created comes into effect. As you see, by default it opened up into the project folder. Let's just imagine it opened up on our desktop. As you see up here now it says desktop. Now I know I saved my project folder in my documents. So now I gotta scroll through my documents and look for my project folder. And here it is right here. Project folder for how to create a free webpage.com, and you see the folder is empty. So double click on the folder to open it. Now by default, Composer thinks we want to name the page test, but we don't. So click once to highlight test. Now do you remember a few videos ago when we were talking about a home page? And this is going to be a home page that we are creating. So what is it that we have to call our home page? Do you remember? If you said index.html, move to the front of the class. I'm very proud of you for paying attention, because that is very important. So type in index.html, all lowercase, no spaces, and make sure it is a dot. Very important that it's all spelled correctly, index.html, and then click Save. So now that we saved the page, let's click Browse. Do you remember the Browse function? In a few videos ago, I was saying that it allows us to look at our web page as if it is live online. Well, I want to show you the application you're going to have to accept to allow it to work. So click on Browse. Now you get this external protocol request. So just click Launch Application, and this is how our web page will look online. Granted, I agree with you, it's a pretty boring page, but bear with me. By the end of these videos, you will be creating web pages at will, but you have to know these basic skills to be able to get to that point. So now let's close this and go back to Composer. And now let's just click Open. Again, let's imagine it opened on my desktop. Double click on my documents. Scroll through my documents to find my project folder, and here it is. And now as you can see, there's something in there. Double click the project folder, and here is our index page. So everything now to do with your website, we will save in this folder. If we create more pages for our website, when we save them, we'll save them in our project folder. Any images has to be in this folder before we add them to our web page. So everything to do with your web page or web pages is going to be saved in this folder first. Except for your web pages, after you create your web pages, you will be then saving them in this folder. But any images, any ebooks, anything you're planning on giving away or adding to your website will be in this folder before we create it actually on the page. Now you'll see more what I mean as we go through these videos. So I will see you in the next video for formatting text.